the level of risk that you're prepared to expose your shareholders
that. And we
to.
take risk very seriously. That's our job. And I have no issue in sharing with you the logic behind that.
Are you, it was referred to in APRA's speech. Are you aware of the legal opinion from Noel Hutley that suggests that is that something that that question of potential risk and potential risk of your directors, is that something that you've asked your auditors to take into account as a material risk when they do their audit of ANZ?
No, because we don't believe we're not. I don't believe that opinion changes our approach to it. We already take this very seriously. We already understand director liability, and we take all risks, including climate risk and transition risk, etc., into account, and when they're assessing their liability as directors.
Can I just
so
ask,
I'm not sure that we've had to change any process. I think we already have very high standards.
Just briefly about physical risk, you mentioned that you're in agriculture, that you understand that there are potential physical risks to agriculture as a result of climate that might have an impact on your balance sheet. And you say that you're continually potentially exposed, and unless things change, that's a level of exposure. Do you take the same approach to housing, in particular houses that might be affected by sea level rise?
So we've done actually quite a bit of work around the impact of climate change in the broader sense in terms of on weather and what that does to Australia in particular, and tried to assess our risk, if you will, about lending and having customers in certain parts of the country. And that's only just been recently done, and we do absolutely run our business with that in mind in terms of where we're happy to do business, where we have more concerns, etc. We've only just started, and we're in the process of doing that same work around housing, because understandably there is a similar risk, and we are just doing the process at the moment.
Can you just give us an indication of what areas you're looking at with respect to housing?
Well, in terms of geographic, we were just looking at the whole country and saying
what are the risk factors?
Essentially it's about rising water levels, essentially. That's as a bank lender, that's probably where we have the greatest risk. Certainly weather patterns or drought-affected areas would also be part of that, but the work that we're doing at the moment is more about the rising water levels.
And is that something that for future borrowing you may take into account, either from the perspective of whether to grant or perhaps from an LVR perspective as well?
Yes.
Yeah.